Hi there, I'm Dr. Tingle. So we have you back again today for another ADHD therapy session to learn about a grounding technique that can help you relax, center yourself, calm your nervous system, ease your racing thoughts, and even be a daily or nightly technique to help you relax and fall asleep. This technique is called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. That may sound familiar to you, as those are the five senses: your sight, taste, touch, sense of smell, and sound. While we do plenty of cranial nerve exams in this office, this is not quite a cranial nerve exam, though it engages all of those senses that we test. So, the way the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique works is you have a problem, an anxiety, or maybe you just want to calm and center yourself. You take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. Once you've calmed and relaxed yourself, you can do this mentally or physically. First, you start by identifying 5 things that you can see. You can think about this in your mind. You can look around the space that you're in and identify 5 things that you see. While you're identifying these objects, it's important to stay mindful and present of what you're doing. This is part of the exercise to help calm those racing thoughts. After you identify the 5 things that you can see, then you look and identify 4 things that you can touch. Those can be anything around you. If you were just laying in bed, it could be the sheet, the blanket, your pillow, the bed itself, your pajamas, or, as I said, you can just think about it. After that, it is 3 things that you can hear. This helps you focus on your surroundings and keep that mind at ease. Next, it's 2 things that you can smell. This one is usually better to just think about, as you don't want to be in an area where anything smells not great. That would not be helpful for this exercise. And then finally, the last one is identifying something you can taste. I like to tell my patients to identify something that's their favorite flavor or their favorite, food, whatever brings a smile to their face and joy to their heart. Alright, now that we have reviewed how the 5-4-3-2-1 exercise works, I would like to do it with you, okay? Alright, so we're going to start by taking in a few deep breaths. We're going to go in through the nose and then out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Alright, so why don't we start with just taking something that maybe troubled us today. Alright, let's think about that for a sec. Let's try not to let it overwhelm our thoughts, because the whole point of this exercise is to calm those thoughts. And we're going to just use this exercise to take that troubled moment from today and just let it go. And just let it pass through our mind, so that it feels just like a fuzzy little dream that just goes fuzzy dream that goes away, that you won't have to worry about anymore. So, take another deep breath in, and then out. Good, another deep breath in, and then out. Good, one more in, and then out. Good, and now let's identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things that you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Alright, now we're going to identify 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you can touch. 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you can touch. Good. And now, 1, 2, 3. 3 things you can hear. 3 things you can hear. Maybe it's the plane flying overhead. Maybe it's the ocean. Maybe it's a gentle breeze through the trees. But it's 1, 2, 3 things you can hear. Good. And now it's 1, 2 things that you think of that you can smell. Or 2 things you can smell. 1, 2 things you can smell. 1, 2 things you can smell. Good. And finally, it's 1 thing you can taste. What's your favorite food? 1 thing you can taste. What's your favorite sweet? 1 thing you can taste that brings you happiness. Alright, now that we've run through that exercise again, we're going to do it 1 more time, and we're going to do it in a way that you can practice at home when you're trying to go to sleep, a way that's very relaxing. Alright, so what I like to do is tell my patients that when you're lying in bed at night and using this technique to go to sleep, it's best to keep your eyes closed, and visualize the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. But I also encourage you to have the 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you can touch, preferably sensory friendly objects. But again, you can do this all in your mind. Think of it like counting sheep. A nice little checklist to focus on. And for those of us with ADHD, those clear and concise instructions are one of the little joys in our lives. So why don't we run through the practice again? And I have some things here that I will show you that can help you with a little more of the practical kinds of things you can do with this exercise. And one of those things that you can do, if you are familiar with fidget toys for ADHD, is actually use one of those as a grounding tool. So, for example, this is just a little stress ball that can be squeezed and has a nice, interesting texture. So, if I'm at home and I'm doing the 5 senses exercise, sometimes I will just use one object like this. So I will hold it up and I'll be like, okay, 5 things I can see. 1 of the balls, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Now it's 5 things I can touch. The outside of the ball, 1. This ball over here, 2. This little one over here, 3. This one over here, 4. This one over here, 5. This one over here, 6. And I miscounted. See, I wasn't focused, and that's the point of this exercise, is it helps you to realize that you can catch yourself and that you have control over that ADHD brain. So we're going to restart that all from the top. So 5 things I can see. The outside of the ball. This ball here, 1. See, did it again. Look at that. It happens. I miscounted. But now we can refocus and do it again. So, one more time. 5 things I can see. The outside of the ball. 1. This ball. 2. This ball. 3. This ball. 4. The thick plug on the outer ball. 5. Now we got it going. Alright, 4 things we can touch. The thick outer plug. 1. The outer ball. 2. This ball here. 3. This ball here. 4. 4 things we can touch. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 things we can hear. So what's it sound like when we stretch the ball? Not too much, but we still heard a little. So 1. And how about if we just squeeze the ball? 2. And what if we do that to the ball? 3. 3 things we can hear. Alright, so now we're going to do 2 things we can smell. Well, it smells a little rubbery, but let's just smell the air. It smells like the lavender essential oil I have going on over in the corner. 2 things we can smell. Alright, let's do 1 thing we can taste. No, I'm kidding, I'm not going to lick the ball, but I'll imagine what the ball would taste like. It would probably taste kind of plasticky. It may be a little metallic, but I'm not going to lick it. But now we've completed the exercise. I'm in a good mood. I acknowledge that I messed it up twice, and that's okay because I completed it. And now, frankly, I'm just feeling pretty chill and relaxed. See how easy that is to do? It's great. So, why don't we try it one more time with you, and I will show you some other practical stuff. One thing I do like for this exercise is handballs. These are great for people with ADHD as a fidget or something just to keep the mind going. So you can use these for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just have these going in your hand as a additional way of keeping that mind focused, because this will keep the mind working to keep the balls moving in your hand, which means that you are actively engaged in making sure that you are keeping this pattern going. So if you want, you can try these out for yourself during this, or we can just continue on and go through the exercise again. Alright, so why don't we run through that exercise again, and we're going to use a few more tactile things for you to really ground yourself. So why don't we do a few deep breaths? Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Good. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you can see. Take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you can see, either in the room or if your eyes are closed. 5 things that you can imagine you can see. Good. And now we're going to do 4 things you can touch. So it could be like this Stratini plush here that is velvet and very, very soft. Very sensory friendly. Very, very sensory friendly. And will hang out with you on your shoulder like your little friend. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 things you can touch. 4 things you can touch. 4 things you can touch. Like little Dratini here. You can touch the ears, you can touch the eye, you can touch the nose, you can touch the little horn, and you can touch the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4 things you can touch. Good, good, good. Alright, and now it's going to be 1, 2, 3 things you can hear. 3 things you can hear. 3 things you can hear. 1, 2, 3. 3 things you can hear. 3 things you can hear. Good. Okay. And then it's going to be 1, 2. 2 things you can smell. 1, 2. 2 things you can smell. Good. And then it's 1 thing you can taste. 1 thing you can taste. 1 thing you can taste. Good. 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 Alright. Well, now that you know the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique to help you ground yourself, relax your mind, calm your senses, and also help you get off to sleep. I hope that you can use it to help you live a happier and more relaxed life, and also use it to your benefit whenever you need. And please, we are always happy to see you. So if you'd like to make another appointment, please schedule it at the front desk, and we'll see you soon. Take the rest of the day to relax, watch your favorite show, practice the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, and remember to get a great night's sleep. Bye-bye.